Yes, welcome to my political scary hour on my political campfire. Welcome, everyone gather around because you're in for a treat.
Welcome, where we get to hear stories, tales of the past that have proven themselves to be true because it seems that nobody's listening. So, are you afraid of the dark? Prepare yourself for stories that are meant to scare conservative Republicans to the most extreme to the core. All these things I have predicted in the past, and they're coming true, falling in line piece by piece. As I have predicted, welcome to Are You Afraid of the Political Dark? Yes. Remember how I told you that they were gonna start the psyops against Rush Limbaugh, Hannity, Levin, yes, and then right on cue. Yes, Jack Dorsey comes in. Yes, you can tell I'm using my campfire voice for this episode because this is the spooky hour where you're gonna be like, dang, you did say all that in the past. Maybe I should listen more because you can predict the future. Oh, yeah, that's right. Anyway, so the Twitter CEO calls in and he says that there's no such thing as shadow. Oh, he reaffirms all you conservatives out there that there's no such thing as shadow banning. There's no such thing as blocking of any speech or viewpoint or content, period. That's the end of story. And the world moves on and all the other Republicans clap like seals and nod their head and yes, protect Fox News. Yes, protect Tory News. Just like Nunes, yes. Nunes is slithering around. Notice how he's barely breaking a neuron of intelligence by just regurgitating all the things that I'm pretty much telling you. Notice how he's just saying those things to save his own skin because he doesn't really have an agenda or a thought process of his own. He is but a husk. He is Boromir. He wishes to use that ring. He wants to enslave us. You better believe he does. Let's see. What did he say here? Remember how I also told you that they weren't going to impeach Rosenstein? I also told you how the only prize in this political scary hour is the November elections, and we'll get more of that at the end of this dark tale. As you will see, it's been written down that Donald Trump will be impeached. He will be removed. He's not supposed to be there. Yes, scary. Scary, just as scary as LeBron. I already knew this was true, too. David Knight goes on every day, and he talks about how our tax dollars are just being... As soon as I heard LeBron was opening up a school, I just immediately thought, how many of our tax dollars... Just like I told you, he hangs out with Obama and all them. Truly disgusting, right? This is how you become like a fake hero. A daemon. He's a daemon. Truly, just like, oh my gosh. When is it gonna become a crime to record the president? Secretly recording the president of the United States is definitely a crime. I'm almost positive it is without having to look up anything. Like just my ethics and my core is telling me that recording of the President of the United States probably isn't a good idea. But anyway, notice how this fake reality they just perpetrated. Notice how you just don't have agents show up at her door and arrest her. Notice how the name of the book is all bold, unhinged. Notice how President Trump just sent out that tweet, all caps. Notice how they're probably going to play on that. Notice how this is like what she left in 2015. Yes, now, just like how it says at the very end here, documenting his mental decline. Are you ready? They're just putting together that nice anti-Trump dossier with all the mental instabilities. They're just gonna compare like everything he said in the past to what he's doing right now, and they'll just be like, see, he's crazy. If you don't believe me, just like everything else you probably doubted me on, and it's all come true right now. That's why this is not a fiction story. This is real life story and future events to come. Some of us are gifted. Some people just refuse to accept that fact. I don't know why they refuse to accept that fact. Some other people are in tune with spirit. Look at all the other ancient history. History is important. Go read. It's very important to keep reading. No one reads anymore. That's why I do these videos without... You can see my face all I want. But if you can't read this stuff, What is the point of retaining anything? I want you to retain this knowledge that I'm telling you. I'm trying to, like, break you free of that goldfish garbage. You know what I mean? Like, this should immediately click, like the mental virus. Like, when conservatives run out of things to talk about, they immediately hit a conservative talking point, like a couple individual, like promoting the false flag. That's Candace Owens. Notice how when there's nothing else to say, you fall back on a fake reality. Notice how they can confirm these tapes or whatever as legitimate. You better believe when this comes out here, you're gonna be here. This is not gonna be the same as the Michael Wolff and everything. This is gonna be what's gonna be used to take Republicans down at 20. This is when things are starting to get serious. This is when the shells are going to be loaded, not the blanks. They were just firing blanks to pepper the field with the mental seeds of destruction. Now they're getting ready to water those seeds of destruction so they can turn into full-blown plagues. Full-blown miasma spreading across the land. Truly unbelievable. Yes, notice how I told you how ever since North Korea had that meeting with Trump, they just didn't need to be a boogeyman anymore. Notice how Iran's already starting to build that ally for that great war. Yes, you better believe that the mother of all wars are coming because those people are beyond insane. And in this scary political story, you better believe they are peoples of their words, just like the Joker. If you want a culture reference, like the new Heath, even though I don't really, whatever. But that right there is Iran. People don't even understand who the hell they're messing with anymore. Truly incredible. Just like how I also predicted the Parkland student, yes. Remember the voice of God weapons I did in the past? The voice of God technology? Go ahead, look it up. Remember, he heard voices in his... Was he even really there? Think about the amount of mental straining and stress, wearing all that body armor, running that distance, his location and everything. Notice how this is strange.
And then I suddenly saw the shooter about 20 feet from me, standing at the end of the hallway, actively shooting down the hallway, just a barrage of bullets. And I'm staring at him thinking, why is the police here? This is strange, because he's in full metal garb, helmet, face mask, bulletproof armor, shooting this rifle that I've never seen before.
Wow, truly, doesn't that make more sense than the entire Parkland narrative you've heard of so far? Just those two images together.
Truly incredible how just a small little smidget like that could probably rock the whole world of the entire Parkland narrative. Because like I said, how could that small kid wear all that armor and have all that endurance? He's just a god. He's Superman out of nowhere. Just has unlimited strength, just like this woman here. Unlimited. Will she be responsible for those 35 men? Remember,
Other militaries, they don't care. They don't have those same concerns or worries. All they're worried about is conquering death and enslavement, while the United States military is just the police force, mercenary force of the world. Let's just everyone admit it already. There is no honor. Like Alex said, people believe they're fighting for patriotism, but that's not what's going on anymore. Unless we reclaim ourselves in this political narrative, you better believe that this blue wave is real. Because I'm telling you, in this dark, scary story, that if you do not heed this warning, the future will come to pass. This isn't a game. I'm not messing with you. I'm telling you the utmost truth with the deepest of my heart and mind and soul. Just like you don't think hiring one, maybe one, I didn't even read this. I don't need to read this. You could hire one guard and they could be like, oh, we're hiring more security, blah, 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 blah. You see how they're already peppering the seeds of the reality, treating you, getting ready, like Alex says, for that ultimate, the big one is coming, like in the last video. Just like I noticed Ivanka here, peekaboo, I'm the lobbyist who you'll never see me doubt you. quote unquote, that is what Tory News wants you to believe, but she's just a Democrat in disguise to help them push that agenda. But anyway, here we go. I'm going to predict to you right now, yes, I am predicting to you right now that Shiva will lose by about 250,000 to 300,000 votes, because he is doing nothing to break the actual reality that is the voter fraud crisis, because there is voter fraud there. And you better believe that's how Elizabeth Warren's been winning there, because she's part of that inside squad. Look at her resume. You don't think she's in that inside? Look at all the fake promotions, all the fake reality she spews. She's one of those gatekeepers. And Shiva really thinks, without attacking the election rolls, the voter rolls, without attacking the actual election infrastructure, he thinks that actually going out there and winning on policies and stuff like that is gonna win, and he's just gonna pull out there, just like how she won with these 308,000 votes by herself. Notice how in these districts, when those write-ins, early voting or whatever, right at the end, they always just pull away with about those 200 to 300,000. You better believe she's gonna get the same treatment, so I'm telling you right now, 250,000 to 300,000 votes. I hope I'm wrong and he wins. Go ahead. That way you guys can finally say I've been wrong for once. But I'm laying my mark on 250,000 to 300,000 votes. Elizabeth Warren wins by. Because like I said, he's doing nothing to change this destiny. He's doing nothing to alter this course. Anyone can map this out. Notice how in the past, that is also how she won as well. You don't think after, 6 years, you don't think these numbers may have increased a little bit? You don't think they may have gained the system a little more? You don't think that they have more dead people on those rolls? And then I bet you're thinking, but quick, all you're doing is speculating. Where's your evidence to support your prophecy that Shiva's gonna lose by 250,000 to 300,000 votes? All you're doing is speculating. Oh, evidence you want? Well, evidence you shall have, because you could just go do the searches. This was just the basic Google search right there. 2016, over 1 million inflated registered voters right there, and that was 2 years ago. They've already admitted, as you'll see, they've done nothing to clean it up. They even have an online voting registry. Where do you think those magical 250, 300,000 votes are gonna? Online voting registration. Isn't that wonderful? Yes, but anyway, back to the evidence I was telling you about. Remember back in 2017, 28 states participated in Crosscheck. Crosscheck was this political action that was supposed to maintain the voter fraud. But as you can tell, they totally rejected it because the significant amount of time and resources required on part of the local election officials to confirm actual matches, and the relatively low number of confirmed matches the state decided to stop using. Yeah, that's a complete lie, because they even admitted when they went and exchanged the data with the other states that volunteered, they even found people who matched. And they admit that they did nothing about it. They didn't purge them from the system or anything. So it even says right there, 0 votes are fraudulent in an email. Don't worry. And then any efforts to combat voter fraud suppresses legitimate voters. This is their stance. This is why he won't win until people actually start attacking the election infrastructure. You're going to see 2018 turn into an absolute bloodbath.
Remember to like and share Real.Video and go to QuickDot, and don't forget to buy products at Infowars at Real.Video.com so we can support the real free movement and not all the fake BS out there. QuickDot.